Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is an audio version of a manifested tarot reading. Okay, for a lot of people it's boring because we like all the visual distraction. This is just going to be these 5 cards. That's today's spread. That's today's energy signature. That's what I'm here to do, to inspire you. I'm not here to get likes or subscribes or shares. If I get them, that's great. But my job is to help you. I don't predict. I let you have the energy. This is the energy in the card spread for today. If it hits you in the chest or your spirit or anywhere else on your body, pay attention to it. Because you are kind of aligning with the energy. If not, don't worry. Put the reading on a shelf. Down the road, you may find this energy surfacing then. It's probably going on inside of you right now, but it's happening in a way that you're really not conscious of it. So it would appear that nothing's happening. That's not the case. The energy is out there. It's affecting all of us, but in different ways. And remember, there are 8 billion people on the planet. That's 8 billion variations. So it's not going to resonate with everybody in a conscious way, but it does resonate in an unconscious way. Much like you get a full moon, and we know that the tides get bigger, that the moon, its gravitational forces, can impact even the oceans. Now, many of us don't even consciously feel it, and yet, because we're 70% water, human beings are 70% water, it affects us, whether we're consciously aware of it or not. That's the key. So my job is to inspire you, fire you up, and I'm doing it with a minimum amount of distractions, which makes it more difficult for you because you like distractions. You like to be confused. You like to not think. You just react. I want you to think. I want you to feel. I want you to be conscious. I want you to be responsible. I want you to be disciplined. I know I'm asking a lot. How dare I? But that's how you make it through life. And so this is what I'm here to do, is to help you manifest the kind of life that you want. Now, one of the things that bothers me is that we're told, well, you can be anything that you want. And the fact of the matter is, number one, most people don't know what they want. Number two, that's not altogether true. A lot of people want to be a rock star. A lot of people want to be a politician. A lot of people want to be a celebrity. A lot of people want to be this, that, the other thing, and they don't get there. Why? That's not their life path. Now, you hear people who are successful go, well, you got to work hard and you really got to put an effort into it. And no, there's luck. It's luck. It's fate. It's the parents you were born into. It's the school you went into. It's the people who you know who influenced you. It's as you get into high school and college, it's making connections. Do you know that, as an example, Bill Gates, if his mother wasn't on the same board as the chairman of IBM, and this was back in the 60s and 70s when IBM was a powerhouse. Do you know if his mother wasn't on the same board, a public board in Washington, with the CEO of IBM, Bill Gates never would have had the opportunity to start Microsoft? Or how about Elon Musk? His father made a lot of money in the precious stones, precious gems business. He already had connections. He already was wealthy by birth. All of them are like that. In your life, you have little bits and pieces of luck. Sometimes obvious, sometimes not so obvious. Sometimes it's just running into somebody who can do you a favor. That favor lets you connect with somebody else who connects you with somebody else, and before you know it, you're off and running on something that you hadn't even thought of before. Life is luck. So that's why I tell people, take a look at your numerology, take a look at your astrology, and figure out what your life path is. Now, manifest within that life path. You're going to find things a whole lot better. But life is luck. And it happens in a million ways. All we pay attention to is the end result. Can be good luck, can be bad luck. Things can turn. How many times in your life have things been going along really well and all of a sudden, wham, you hit a wall out of nowhere? You didn't know what the hell was there. It hit you. Boom, you're down. Happens all the time. So the job that I'm trying to do is inspire you, let you tap into the energy. If it resonates, go for it. But follow your life path. Middle card is always the oracle card. It kind of sets the mood for the reading, and this one is round and round. Numbers 25, upper right-hand corner, 25. 2 means decision, 5 means change. You are deciding to change. And the 2 and 5 together equal 7. So it's a mental process right now. Maybe you need to change your mentality. Maybe you need to change your outlook. Maybe you need to change your perspective. We have a big eclipse coming up on the 8th of April. You may be feeling that energy now. But what you are probably experiencing in your life is the idea of round and round. I'm just like a hamster in a cage. I'm just running my ass off and I'm going nowhere fast. Or to put it another way, how about wash, rinse, and repeat? Yeah, that's your life. Wash, rinse, and repeat. It's because you're thinking the same way. It's you're following information that you've been given and not really adjusting or changing it. In fact, Mark Twain does the meme for today. Mark Twain said, "You know, I was educated once. Took me years to get over it." Education by the man who has designed modern education, John D. Rockefeller, is very simple. Rockefeller said he did not want smart people, he wanted dumb people. Or the quote is, "I want workers, not thinkers." That's what education does. It doesn't get you to think. You memorize for tests. That's all. Creativity goes down, your intelligence goes down, and we're seeing the numbers right now in some of the latest studies. Younger people today are actually dumber. So the education system laid out by John D. Rockefeller back around 1900 is working. And what Mark Twain said about education is absolutely correct. I was educated once, but you know, it took me years to get over it. Think for yourself. Just don't go round and round and round like that hamster in a cage. Let's go all the way to the left, the moon card. One of the things that may help you a great deal, and unfortunately this gets poo-pooed by people. Well, you got to be logical. You got to be logical. This feeling stuff is crazy. No, it's not. But you have to have a balance. Logic serves its purpose. But so do feelings. So does intuition. Now, if you are strictly following your emotions, you're up and down and all over the place. That's where you need the logic. That's the foundation. That's the thing that sets your feelings. The logic part says, okay, this is my goal. This is what I need to consider. This is my starting point. And then that allows you to be open to your intuition, which is not exactly following your feelings. It's something deeper than that. But the moon card very clearly says that you need to follow your intuition. Maybe you've been lied to. Well, you can count on that. You have been lied to, there's no question. And maybe you're waking up to that fact. Or maybe you're deceiving yourself. A lot of people have a very difficult time with the realizations of the past 3 or 4 years that you have been lied to by institutions and people who you trust. Government, mass media, business, education system. Everyone is lying all the time, and that's very difficult for people to accept. So the Moon card says, don't just rely on logic. Use your intuition, which is different than your feelings, because feelings are moods. We're not talking about that. We're talking about something much deeper. And the only time that your intuition can really work successfully is if you use logic as a base. Be clear on where you're going. One of the things that you can do here, or you're thinking about doing, is how to treat yourself better. That's the King of Cups. Okay? Care for yourself. Think about yourself. Don't just be this round and round robot kind of thing where I'm doing what I'm told. I'm doing what I'm told. Why is life sucking? You're not supposed to do necessarily what you've been told. You're supposed to do what you think independently. Be responsible for what you're thinking. And coming up again this week, and it's come up I think 3 or 4 times, is the 6 of Swords. 2 people leaving with their truth, 6 swords, and leaving, going to someplace better. And really that kind of sums up, I think, the eclipse coming up on the 8th of April. I think we all want to go to a better place. We realize that things are stinko, they're rotten, they're corrupt as hell. And we don't really know how to deal with that because it all seems so overwhelming. That's why you have to develop a sense of logic, a sense of values, and then use your intuition to build on that. Wash, rinse, repeat doesn't get it. You got to change up. Final card is the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups, when we're doing manifesting, means lining up your mind, your body, and your spirit. In other words, being in alignment with yourself. Don't just do something because society expects or you're told that that's the way it should be. Think for yourself. Be responsible for yourself. Logic builds the foundation, and then follow your intuition based on that logic. Wash, rinse, repeat. That's your life. But you can change it. You can stop going round and round like a hamster in a cage. That's the manifested reading for today. Back again tomorrow. Between now and the next time you and I have a chance to do this stuff again, peace and blessings.